meditating on what to write about for our final Brevity congregation, I decided to test Rocio, my ex-girlfriend, and ask her if she would have any suggestions. "Why don't you write about your beautiful ex-girlfriend?" she says to me. "I only need to write a page or two, not an entire book, as I already did," I answered. "Good answer," she replied. Then, to my surprise, she gave me the idea of a great topic. "Why don't you write about language barriers?" Interesting. I then decided to ask her a question that has been on my mind since I got to San Francisco. "Let me ask you this then. Do you think I'm a different person in English than in Spanish?" I asked her. "Yes, you are very different. You are very different. You can sound cocky in English, and I know you are not. I'd rather you talk to me in Spanish." I will make a brief parenthesis here to tell you a little bit about how both of us learned English at different times of our lives. She learned English at an earlier age since she started elementary school, and she never attended a Spanish-speaking school. The Spanish she knows is thanks to her parents who always spoke Spanish at home. She has a better grip of the English language, especially at being a fluent speaker and expressing herself in English with others. We actually got to know each other in Spanish rather than in English. As I started to feel more comfortable with the English language, I spoke to her and everyone else I could in English. Me, on the other hand, learned some English while attending very basic English classes after school while in elementary school in Mexico. I then started middle school in English and then high school in American school. Even though they were American schools in El Paso, Texas, I always hanged out with Spanish-speaking friends I was living in Mexico, speaking English only while at school and to whoever I really needed to, since there were so many professors who spoke Spanish. I was never 100% immersed in an English environment while I transferred to Texas Tech, till I transferred to Texas Tech for my undergraduate, and more now being in San Francisco. So I now wonder what this confusion has aroused. Apparently, it seems to me that I tried too hard when it comes to express myself in English. I am afraid of committing an error while communicating in English, letting the other person know that I am not a fluent English speaker, and look like a fool. So I'm careful as to what words to choose and use, but then again I always find myself committing errors defying all purposes. A lot of people have told me that my English is good and I should not worry, but this does not relieve me. I asked my girlfriend this precise question because I myself doubt how genuine can I be expressing myself in English. It is not that I don't know the language. I can comprehend and reason anything read or heard 99% correctly, or at least I want to believe. But when it comes to expressing myself, I sometimes feel a lack of expression or character. I do believe that the more I spend with pure English speakers, the better I get. I borrow words and expressions from here and there. I do not own the language yet. With all this curiosity in mind, I then asked my sister, who was my ex-girlfriend, was submerged at an earlier age into the English language, learning it since she was in 5th grade. She now is 21 years old. "Do you think you are the same person in English and Spanish?" "No," she replies very quickly. "I even sound different," she adds. This is very funny to me because it is very true. I had always find it attractive how most of our voices change a little bit in tone when switching between languages. How does this make you feel?" I asked her as if she was at a psychologist session. She laughs and she replies, "I think it is cool because I feel that I see things differently. I appreciate the mixture of culture, but at the same time there's things that don't sound the same or don't have the same feeling, you know." "I totally know," I reply. Reflecting on all of this, I sometimes feel that being so focused on speaking proper English is sometimes not the best solution or even necessary. Sometimes I am with friends and using my proper English can make me sound fake or strange. Expressions such as "may I," "would you," "excuse me," etc. can sometimes give the impression that I'm trying too hard or that I am out of place. I've also found that translating words literally is sometimes not the most opportune. Simple words in Spanish can sound as very complicated when translated and not really used in common or everyday English vocabulary, as if it was taken from a dictionary. What an irony. For now, I feel the best I can do is keep practicing both and to be able to develop both personalities parallel, never neglecting one over the other one. At the end, I am very fortunate to be able to communicate in 2 languages, expanding my knowledge and my brain, even though sometimes it just makes my head spin switching from one to the other one. Maybe that is the key, not having to switch anything and have both turned on and running as the program parallels for my computer, which allows you, which as some of you might know, allows you to run Windows operating system at the same time you run Mac operating system.